Hello, Vanny, or hello, York. My name is Annalissa, and I'm in my second year here at York U in philosophy, and I'm one of the admins for our anti-bullying week, which is this week from March 11th to March 15th. Um, we have a section called My Story, and that's for people to give any bit of their story, whether it be a little part or a big part of them. Send it as a video blog or as a paragraph, a writing, and we could post it anonymously if you'd like. Uh, the reason for this is I think it's very important to hear or see a genuine and real experience in order for you to actually connect with it. And I think it's a lot easier when people are able to share and then people are able to accept and respect that person as an individual. And that's kind of what our objective is for this week. With that, I will somewhat tell you a bit about my story, or maybe just a couple of my thoughts going through this campaign, or even before or now. So, trying to connect with the campaign, obviously. I think we've all been bullied. I wasn't to the extreme of constantly being so picked on by very many individuals, but I will say that I have had rumors spread or threats to be beaten up or just prejudiced things being said about me because of the color of my skin, uh, etc. I don't want to keep dwelling on how mean like kids can be. But with that, uh, I looked at myself for a little bit as a victim, being someone that was bullied and even in certain senses, where it's just like I think this way because someone made me feel like this before, or someone said this to me and now that really hurt me, and now I feel like it's stuck with me. And to an extent, I agree. I think a lot of people keep what's happened to them with them, and it's a part of them. It's a part of their experiences. It becomes a part of who they are. And as I started reflecting on the way these things used to make me feel or think or act, um, I started to really think about the things that I did and the things that I've said. And it's really eye opening to think that you could have hurt someone the way that they hurt you. So back in high school, you want to be accepted, you want to conform. You don't want to conform, but you do to an extent, whether you are just rebelling against the people conforming or not. And with that, I've obviously said some things, done some things, that were, to me, I thought harmless. But now looking back, they definitely weren't. Um, People have done the same things to me, and I know people change, and I know that they probably don't feel the same way, or they're not as ignorant as you could say. But with what I've said, I don't have a chance to take it back. You don't want. I don't want to be messaging them on Facebook or texting them randomly saying like I'm really sorry for bullying you 4 years ago. Uh, I really, I really think that people do change, like I said, and uh, with that, I hope that people don't always look at themselves as a bully or a victim. So I saw myself as a victim for a little bit, right? And no one should ever look at that, think like that. Don't look at yourself as a victim. Think of yourself as someone that's gone over certain triumphs, obstacles that have made you stronger and the better person that you are now. Um, I've said some things and I've done some things, and that's why I try not to say things and not to do certain things that would make someone feel like that, because I know what it feels like, and I know you know what it feels like. Whether you were the bully or just or not just the victim. Sorry, if you were the bully or if you were the victim, you have similar emotions. I find that sometimes bullies have things that are going on in their lives, and that's how they lash out. People's emotions, whether they're sadness or madness, uh, anger, you know, um, certain things do affect certain people. It's definitely a ripple effect. So with that, yeah, I would just say treat people the way that you want to be treated, and don't treat people the way you don't want to be treated. Because looking back, you'll see how much it's affected them. And I don't know about you, but that made me feel worse than me actually getting bullied, because that's something that I can get over. But this is something that I can't make up. I can't make them get over it. And I can't help them get over it just by saying I'm sorry. I should have realized it then and there. And this is no longer high school, this is university. We are adults. They're sending us out into our own. And now we have to find a place to be, find a home to stay and be ourselves. And at least in high school, whether, in high school, yeah, I had some of those, but sometimes, you see certain people and they can't go to certain places. They avoid going to the cafeteria, or they avoid going to the courts, or they avoid going to the office. And I don't want that. I don't think that people deserve that. I think that they deserve to be able to roam whenever they want and be whoever they want, as long as it's not being disturbing anyone else or offending anyone else. Um, yeah. Well, I guess, yeah. So with that, that's all I really have to say. I have a lot more. If anyone ever wants to talk to me about anything, I'm always going to be an open ear. Um, but yeah, definitely stay strong. Always think of yourself in a positive light, because you are someone that is very, very valuable. And watch what you do and watch what you say, because looking back, I'm sure certain things that people have done and said have stuck in your head, and you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person that someone resents and hates later just because you made them a certain way. So yeah, hope you enjoy the campaign. We have some fun things in store, and hope you learned some lessons like I have um, throughout your journey in this week. So see you, Vanye. Hope to see you in the office or around school. Yeah, good night.